All right, guys, welcome to the Brunch podcast. Here we have a special episode for you today with a special idiot who thinks that red and blue control your mind. Yes, we caved in. We're making a Pokemon Go video. Let's get going.
Sweet.
And he is a special
Hey guys,
idiot.
it's KJ from the Scariest Movie Ever channel on YouTube. I wanted to talk a little bit about this massive trend that seemed to come from out of nowhere, this Pokemon Go. So I watched a few news stories on this latest trend and watching the way people are reacting to Pokemon Go and what they're doing.
Not looking down at people at all, just like normal,
And I couldn't help but just shake my head. This is just another clear example
Oh,
of
you called
massive
it.
Yeah, I did.
mind control.
I know we both watched the video before we made this one, but yeah, he's looking down on people for it.
Yeah. So be prepared.
What a maverick. What a fucking maverick.
Yeah, be prepared for a lot of condescending, talking down to points like that.
That's basically the whole tone of this video. Just like, these fucking idiots are playing a stupid game,
And I'm not.
and I don't play the game either, but I'm not sticking my nose down at people for playing a game. If you want to play a game, fuck it, play a game.
Yeah, I'll be totally honest. I'd totally play this game. Like, I'm level 10.
Yeah, fucking play
It's
it.
also signaling
Enjoy it.
something from a video I just did recently on the coming post-human world.
What?
What's
Because
a
we really are at a
post-human world?
I don't know.
crossroads right
Like,
now.
does that mean we're not there anymore? Just the
There was
animals
once
are
a
there?
No clue.
Time where we control the technology. But we're literally on the precipice of technology controlling us.
Oh.
So I've never really looked much into...
Hold on. He's kind of the post-human world angle is from like he's saying like the AI is going to take over because people are playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of a stretch. I mean I think it's a good argument to be made for AI. Like if you really think about it, like that kind of is the direction we're heading in. We're making technology able to innovate itself, but people playing Pokemon on their phones has nothing to do with it, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is what I'm
Pokemon.
talking about. He's a special idiot.
A special kind of idiot.
That's what, special kind of idiot.
To make a Pokemon Go is
And
Illuminati
this is a special
video.
kind of video.
Yeah.
And I
This is
never
a special
played the
kind of
game or
idiot.
anything, but I remember this story from some years back. It was the banned Pokemon episode that gave children seizures. The animators used a rap...
It gave some people seizures.
So they got rid of it.
Because some people are prone to seizures when they see bright lights flicker on and off, which happens in TV shows, cartoons. It also happens in disco clubs where you get your dick sucked for 10 cents.
And
okay?
I work at an arcade, right? And every game has like an epilepsy warning because they're video games. Like,
yeah,
really,
Pokemon had to change it because I mean, if you put an epilepsy warning before an episode of Pokemon, a lot of kids who watch it, they're too young to read. So, at least in an arcade, the kid would be accompanied by his parent. But on TV, you don't have that. So you gotta, I guess, I don't know, change it or
just
can the
get rid
episode.
of it. Just get rid of it.
Deadly strobing type technique, and it flashed red and blue lights on the screen.
Okay.
As soon as I saw the red and the blue involved here, it got me thinking of something else. Because this wouldn't be the first time that the colors
light bulb
red.
in his stupid fucking brain just popped. He's like, red and blue?
Shit.
Wow, I'll find some information on this. Like, two of the most primary colors out there.
Yeah. What's
Come
funny?
on to something.
Yeah, what's funny though is I wanted to read this article because he kind of references it later, and I went online, and he for some reason he never explained the source. So I just looked up the headline, and turns out this is a crack.com article. It's funny how he didn't really name his source right there.
Crack.com. It's an article from when was this? Yeah, this video. It's obviously a recent video because Pokemon Go just came out. So it came out October 15th, 2012.
Yeah.
So you have a dated crack.com article, but it's almost got 1 million views. So
it's legit.
It's got to count for something.
Yeah. So but I actually read this article, and it's like, it's totally like inconclusive because like a lot of like a lot of the points that they make is very anecdotal and it's just very coincidental as well.
Yeah.
Because it'll be like, oh yeah, people who looked at the color red before an IQ test typically did worse. And it's like,
Okay.
you look at the sample size and the sample size is like extremely small and they only did the test once. It's like, that could be, just error in the experiment.
And here's the thing. Any fucking time you see 5 crazy ways, or a list of 5 or a list of 10, just know you're getting into a soup of bullshit.
Mm-hmm. To be honest,
like,
yeah.
I know this from experience. If you want real information, you have to look up academic journals. You have to look up studies, like the primary studies. Because if you get it through like this, you can find a study for anything.
Yeah.
So 5 crazy ways of bullshit that we found in a dubious study.
So I mean, we already
means
know
nothing.
Like a minute into the video, like this guy's main point is already kind of bullshit because he just got it from crack.com article.
Anybody who takes these buzzword kind of BuzzFeed-ish lists of like 5 something or 5 or 10 something.
5 something ways.
Anybody who does that, they are a fucking moron. And if you're watching this and you do it, don't do it. Because you'll just get more confused. This is why this is a downfall of the internet. It's too much information. You gotta be able to filter out the bullshit information and find the credible ones.
Yeah. And blue were associated in one form or another with mind control.
Okay, the article had never said anything.
According to crack.com, that's the conclusion he got.
Yeah, okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that Cracked ever said anything about mind control.
On the color wheel, red and blue aren't even connected together. They're actually opposed to one another.
So what?
That's actually wrong as well. If you look up color wheel and like the images, red and green are supposed to be on the opposite sides. I actually found this image, and this was the only one that came up where red and blue were on the opposite sides of each other. It's usually red and green. That's why Mario and Luigi are red and green. Yeah. So
they're on the opposite sides. What does that even mean?
It doesn't really mean anything, even if they were. But like he's just.
But
trying
they're
to say,
not.
Like, they're opposed. He's like, but what he's trying to say is like, oh yeah, red is supposed to excite, blue is to calm down, and like since they're so far away from each other, they're supposed to like confuse you or whatever. But
they're like 2 different like frequencies. One is high pitch, one is low pitch.
Yeah, something like that. But I mean. This is the only thing that I ever saw on the internet. But
it's not even true.
Yeah, this is the only thing that I saw on the internet that had red and blue as the opposite sides of the color wheel. So he very obviously just said, this one fits my narrative, I'll pick this color wheel.
Yeah, so you're saying you looked up like a color chart, and this is the only one that popped up that had red and blue on the opposite side.
Yeah, it's always red. It's always red and green.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but like the fact that we're having this discussion, like no, red and blue, like not all color charts have red. Like whoever made the color chart can make it however the fuck they want. So what does it mean? It means fucking nothing.
Well, I wouldn't say that they can make the color chart any way they want to.
If you make a color chart, you can put red next to pink. You could put red next to green. You could put red next to whatever you want.
I mean, technically, but it wouldn't be accurate.
No, it wouldn't be accurate, but the way you make a color chart, like this is the only one where red and blue are the opposite.
Yeah.
So even if this is true, which it's a complete mute point, that to say that they're on the opposite side of a color chart, therefore my narrative is true.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Mm-hmm. It's not even true in the bullshit context that it's in.
Mm-hmm. And colors do have a massive impact on our psyche. In a very basic sense, red excites and blue calms. Specifically, going back to the article I was just showing you.
Crack.com, Google, who?
Let's go back to that point where. Well, actually, let's not, because I don't feel like rewinding.
Let's keep going. It's gonna get more retarded.
Yeah.
Just be prepared.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah, prepare, guys. It only gets worse from here.
Mind control they use in Pokemon, the red and the blue, the flashing images. So now you can imagine a child watching one of these animated shows. Where they take
Billy, no!
Take the red and the blue.
Why is the child okay? Something else is wrong with that child because he's standing way too close to that TV. He's just like, step a few steps back, Billy. Come
Yeah.
on.
Not only that, but look at Billy's shirt. Do you see that
Oh
color?
shit!
Yep.
Oh
yeah.
shit! White is a neutral color, so red makes you crazy, but white makes you neutral. That does something.
That means he's a chaotic neutral if he was playing
He's a
Dungeons and
chaotic.
Dragons.
He's a strong chaotic neutral.
He's a strong chaotic neutral.
Because you know that power lifters before they go to a meet, they just stare at a red wall and they go, "Yeah, I got this."
Yeah.
Flicker them. It's a flicker rate. They start doing it really quick. These children's minds are still developing. They make them the perfect targets for these forms of mind control.
Okay,
A child
hold on.
just
So where he's getting at, it's like a new form of subliminal mind messaging through the specific frequency of pattern of color that you put onto the TV. This is like a brand new cutting edge concept that I haven't even heard of. So and he's not even explaining how it works.
Nah, not really.
If this
I found
is
an
true,
article.
yeah, I mean, the concept that you can manipulate the way someone feels just by colors flashing, in a certain pattern or frequency. That's like a new cutting edge concept. Why wouldn't you explain it?
sit there stunned, staring at the screen while the red and the blue flicker, flicker, flicker. What's interesting to me about symbolism is that oftentimes there's multiple meanings to these symbols and these color codes. I've covered the red and the blue in the past in other videos, how often we see it.
Maybe because they're people's favorite colors.
Yeah, and they're primary fucking colors, you idiots. Like, okay, maybe we should watch the ones in the past. Maybe he breaks down this brand new concept of color mind manipulation.
You know what's really interesting? Even I know white isn't a color; it's a shade. But I see a lot of white on every single one of these movie posters. Do you think white has anything to do with this?
Yeah, you know what? I'm all on that note. Now that you mention it, I'm also seeing a lot of black.
I'm seeing a lot of black.
What's going on
as well.
here?
Yep.
What's going on here? What does black do?
I don't know.
The color code red and blue, it's really all around us, and I know you guys see it all the time as well.
Yeah, wait, did you see that Spider-Man one? That did not have red or blue.
Alright, wait, go up.
Well.
So in that respect, isn't it interesting just how much of this red and blue mind control that we see all around us, specifically in our entertainment, our media? In one respect, I see it spiritually as choosing which side are you on.
Shut up! Oh my god!
But that doesn't even make sense in your own narrative. So now like blue and red are both like cohorts to the axis of evil of mind control. Now it's one side's good, one side's bad. What? This guy is going nowhere.
Do you see that this is England one in the middle there?
Yeah.
I have that exact same shirt. Oh my god! The Illuminati.
You need to wake the fuck up.
I do. I'm sorry.
And of course, the red and the blue can be traced back to the Masons, back to the Lodge.
Okay, I saw one movie back there. You can go back in the video if you want. It was like tan and like kind of orange.
Everyone, or Be Kind, Rewind.
No, it's not in that frame. Whatever. Fuck it.
Which side are you on?
It comes up all.
And of course, the red and the blue can be traced back to the Masons, back to the Lodge. So once again, isn't it interesting that we find red and blue, these diametrically opposed colors that can be used for a form of mind control? Being
he keeps
the
saying
primary
it,
colors
but he doesn't
of
explain it.
You know what's interesting though? How he talked about how red and blue are Masonic colors, right? Well, I checked out MasonDictionary.com for a list of the Masonic colors, and if you'd like to hear them, the list of Masonic colors, this is verbatim off of the website. The colors symbolically significant in Masonry are purple, red, white, black, green, yellow, violet, and blue.
Bingo! I knew black was fucked up.
Bingo! I knew all the colors on the goddamn rainbow were Masonic and...
Oh, no. It's all the specific colors. They all have their own rules. It's like a 50 cal versus a 44 cal, It's just a different tool of your arsenal.
Yeah, of course. But dude, like look, MasonDictionary.com or MasonistDictionary.com even says like all these colors are Masonic. It's like you can't. Come on, stop using the color argument. Like obviously every color, like you're gonna find a way to make it satanic or some shit.
And of course, we find the red and the blue, right, with royalty.
Yeah, it's almost as if these ladies are trying to be fashionable or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like the queen knows that she has an ugly cunt face, so she's got to get something nice to wear. Nice and spiffy.
Nice and spiffy.
Queen. And that's
I
a pretty
still look
famous
like an ugly cunt, though.
Yeah.
picture, at least in our community of investigators and looking into this kind of stuff. But
you're not an investigator. You have a narrative, and then you just like look for things to corroborate your claims with.
that's the belt buckle right
You're
there
an
on the lady in blue that's shaking hands with the queen in red.
Huh?
I just said you're an investor shitter.
Yeah.
Investor pooper. You fucking suck. You're
in
shit.
case you weren't sure of the occult connections there. And then, of course, what do
Oh shit.
Whoa!
Whoa!
you get with the red and the blue,
I knew
but
the
you
color
get
purple was fucked up.
Yep.
the purple. And then, of course, in the occult studies, the purple goes back to Saturn. Saturn is Satan.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there.
Saturn is Satan.
So I looked this up, and according to Greek mythology, let me see on my notes real quick. There's no evidence to say that, and the color purple and Saturn aren't connected in any way. If you see this, it says that it's an infrared photo. This is again one of the few photos that I found that had Saturn as purple shown in infrared. Believe it or not, when you show things in infrared, they usually come up as a shade of red, which is very strange.
Oh,
Yep.
shade of red, huh?
And what's interesting is that
Red like Satan.
I looked up all the other planets that were infrared, and Jupiter came up purple more times than Saturn came up as purple. I mean, that's not conclusive, but I just...
Well, Jupiter's Satan, too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know that?
Yeah.
Wake up.
But no, in Greek mythology, Saturn is actually the god of agriculture, so that's kind of wrong right there.
Well, Satan loves to tend to his garden.
Yeah. And in astrology, Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, shown as the father figure.
Me!
Yeah.
I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah, so you're Satan. So,
Cool.
yeah, so not only does Saturn have nothing to do with Satan, but Saturn isn't even purple when shown as infrared.
One thing people rarely do is read the bottom line, read the print, read any of this stuff. And I'm mainly talking about privacy
Yourself
policies that
included,
come along with a lot of these apps and
dipshit.
stuff.
Yeah, you read the YouTube terms of service before you made a channel, like fuck off.
Yeah, do you read the iTunes terms of service, too? Or any application that you download? Ha ha ha.
Stuff like that. This right here is part of Pokemon Go's policy, and check this out. We cooperate with government and law enforcement officials or private parties to enforce and comply with the law. Check this. We may disclose any information about you or your authorized child that is in our possession or control to government or law enforcement officials or private parties as we, in our sole discretion.
Huh?
Hold on. What are they saying here in this terms of service? Considering
Basically
it's not
that your child is in their possession. But well, let's just let him read it, and we'll talk about this in a minute. Yeah.
Believe necessary or appropriate. A, to respond to claims, legal process, subpoenas, to protect our property rights and safety, etc. Safety of a third party or the public in general, and to identify and stop any activity that we consider illegal, unethical, or legally actionable activity.
So, I actually went on to the terms and service of Pokemon Go, and I read through all of it. And believe it or not, it's actually not that long. It's not as long as you think it would be. And so I looked for this section, and it wasn't there. If you look at the header and it says like the E dot information disclosed, the terms and service aren't even organized like that. They're not like a table of contents or like alphabetically organized like that. Like that's just not there at all. Now that bottom part is kind of there, where it talks about like like to protect property rights, like just don't break the law, we're not liable. But that first part where he says we may disclose any information about you or your authorized child that is in our possession or control to government or law enforcement, that part's not there. This picture was basically made up.
No, of course not. A fucking course not. That's not there.
No.
Whoever wrote this doesn't know shit about like legal speak. What does
Nope.
your authorized child mean? Like you were authorized a child.
No.
Like you didn't make a child. You were authorized. What does that even mean?
So this is just fake.
I've never heard that term before.
Nope. This
Like
this
as
whole
soon
thing-
as I heard we may disclose any information about you or your authorized child. Maybe that is a legal term, but I've never heard it.
no,
And that
but
sort of stood out to me as like a red flag of bullshit.
yeah,
But
but
I didn't even know about like this not even being there.
No.
It's not even real.
No, it's not even real. Yeah, this whole like you can. I'll put a link in the description for the terms of service. You could read it yourself. It doesn't really take that long. Just kind of skim through it, but this isn't there. Like
Most people won't read it though, including this guy.
Yeah, basically, this guy even admitted like I didn't read the terms of service. I just found this shit on the internet.
No.
Reading that and considering what you're giving to Pokemon Go, you're literally giving them access to your immediate location and your camera. And you're also giving
That's
them
true.
full access to your Google
Yeah, they already
account.
have
So
that.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on.
mean they don't need
Yeah.
Pokemon Go to get that.
How is it that whenever you look up something on Google, it knows what city and state you're in?
Yeah.
Sometimes, rarely, it'll say unknown, but like just yesterday, I scrolled down to the bottom of a Google search on my iPhone, and it said what city I was in. Or like, it even
Yeah.
said like, sometimes it'll say like what, like if a place is called like Brown Valley,
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If a place is called Brown Valley,
Like
and
it's not even a like
it's not even a
It's-
city or a town,
super
but it'll still
specific.
say Brown Valley. It'll get really specific. It
Yeah.
already has the information.
Yeah, it
You did
doesn't
not give anything new to Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
that's what you use to sign in. But legally, they've got you because they put it right here in print. It reminds me of some of YouTube's newer policies.
Actually, they didn't put it right there in print. Some idiot on the internet put it there in print and put it in his video.
Yeah, I think this is probably from like 4chan. Like some guy just made this up and put it
Yeah,
on.
so some guy wrote about your authorized child. Like, this is like something I would do for like a laugh.
Yeah.
You know.
To be honest.
I'm gonna make it sound totally ridiculous. Like we're in the Borg and we have control over your child. I mean your authorized child. And I'll
Yeah.
put it on the internet so idiots like this can take it seriously.
Yeah.
Many more videos over the last year or so getting removed from YouTube because they don't fall within community guidelines.
That is kind of true. That is a fair.
That's a
point.
real problem, but
That's
has nothing to do with
kind of a
Pokemon
non
Go.
sequitur. Yeah.
And if you read their fine print, it's just like this, essentially giving Google, YouTube all the power.
they already have.
And they get to
already
decide
have it.
at their discretion,
have all
the
the
company's
power. You don't need to give
discretion.
them any more
And there are
power.
connections to the CIA when you start looking into this. For instance, Pokemon Go was actually created by a company called Niantic. And this is one of their symbols. And of course, we see the rings around Saturn.
Okay. Two things. One, I already proved that Saturn has nothing to do with Satan. Two, that is an atom, you dipshit. Like.
Yeah,
Bob.
I last time I looked at Saturn, which was in this very video, Saturn had one set of rings going one direction. Like they weren't what's the word? They weren't they were
Crossing.
completely linear with each other. They
Yeah.
weren't kind of like half horizontal,
Mhm.
like an atom would be,
Like-
not like Saturn would be.
Those are the ways that the electrons are like shown to travel, not
Yes.
the rings of Saturn dip ass.
Not the rings of Saturn that don't do that. They don't cross like that.
rings
Okay?
of Saturn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
And Niantic Labs was formed by John Hankey. So John Hankey had founded a company called Keyhole, and Keyhole was
Asshole.
acquired by Google back in 2004. Now, Keyhole received funding from a firm called InQtel. It's a government-controlled venture capital firm that invests in companies that will help beef up Big Brother's tool belt. And what's more, the funds InQtel gave Keyhole mostly came from the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, whose primary mission is, quote, collecting, analyzing, and
Okay, hold
distributing
on.
geospatial
Hold on.
intelligence.
Yeah.
Alright, so first thing first. Alright, so we have a guy who's connected to a company who's connected to
A company who.
a company who's connected to a government agency.
Yeah. It's
Um,
kind of a stretch.
Yeah, here's the thing. Government itself is a business. The prison industry is a business. The war industry is a business. The law enforcement agency, which is kind of connected to the prison industry, the law enforcement industry is also a money-making business. Mm-hmm. Yes, the government likes to make money. Yeah. And people in the government like money.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, even like the post office like competes with the UPS and stuff. Like that's like still government agencies competing in like a capitalist market.
And the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, the whole idea of Pokemon Go is based on their technology. Their technology is the reason why Pokemon Go, Google Maps, all this stuff exists in the first place. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's connected.
Yeah.
Amazing revelation.
Oh.
Now, here's an excerpt from an in-house publication from the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency.
This part, do you want to skip over this part? Because this is just kind of an excerpt.
So what kind of connection is he going to make here?
Do you just want to watch it?
No, I want to get to Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I mean,
this agency has nothing to do with Pokemon Go. I mean, it does. The whole concept of the game is based on it. But he has yet to prove any... I mean, maybe he'll do it here, so maybe we should watch it.
Okay. Let's see.
Let's give him the
data
benefit
is
of the
king.
doubt.
All hail big data. At first glance, a big data solution may appear to be a silver bullet for an organization's needs. Certainly many
because it kind of is.
Sectors have urgent.
This is an excerpt from, I think, Keyhole Industries, talking about like the collection of data.
Requirements that can be addressed with big data. Companies obtain customer information through avenues such as social media, mobile apps, and customer relationship management software. Government agencies, such as the NGIA, increasingly use big data analysis to derive meaning from the exponentially growing volume of data related to their missions. The main point of showing you some of this is so you understand just how entrenched the government is behind some of these things that seem so innocuous as, a Pokemon app. And now we...
Yes, I mean... That's kind of inconclusive. I mean,
they already have what new information are they getting? They have access to your. We already know that they have access to your iPhone microphone and video, but there's the main meat of what you just read was that yes, the NSA and other government agencies collect just an innumerable amount of information, and they don't know what to do with it, and because they collect so much information, they catch no potential terrorists because they're just completely oversaturated with just like dick pics and fucking hey, are you coming down to the store? Yeah, see you there, John.
Like,
shit like that. Like they have so much, they can't do anything with it. So in a way, it's better that they have all this information because they can't specifically target people as easily, or as efficiently.
Yeah.
And the effects it has on the public. I've been into this kind of research for so many years now that I've got to the point I don't like using the terms sheep for the general populace that's still asleep. Zombies, that's also another really popular term. Sometimes you just got to call it what it is. And that's what all these stupid trends.
He just said the T word. Trend.
Yeah, it's just like I don't like calling people sheep or zombies, but these stupid idiots, you gotta call like you see it.
I don't like people. Okay. I don't like calling people sheep or zombies, but these sheep zombies just keep
on
following.
It's like saying I don't hate black people and then saying an AIU talking point.
Yeah.
Really
Shots
do.
fired, bitch.
Yeah. I like AIU sometimes.
They expose the zombies in our society. They expose the sheep or the sheeple in our society.
He doesn't even want his sheep.
This right here, of course, was called planking. You've probably seen this. One of those
he just used
dumb trends, right?
Wait.
Okay.
Dude, do you see that SpongeBob hat? That's kind of in the shape of a triangle. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, and it's yellow. And if you mix a couple colors with red and purple, maybe you can get yellow.
I'm actually gonna draw on this real quick.
Actually, it's got blue. It's got blue in it.
I just need to draw on this real quick. Let's see. See, and it's got the one eye too.
Oh.
Bruh.
Shit.
I think this guy is, if anything, is doing, you know, more Illuminati stuff.
He's the one that's putting subliminal Masonic imagery in his video. We should call an investigation.
Yeah.
Go to crack.com right now.
Someone pull up a color real quick.
It seemed to come out.
Oh wait, and isn't yellow a Masonic color? Let me look.
Oh shit.
Let me see real quick.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Yep.
The truth is about to come out, people.
Yep, it was yellow and blue because the eye is blue too.
This guy works for the CIA. He's a disinformation agent.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, and suddenly it took the world by storm. Everybody's planking, essentially acting like they're dead.
Yeah, 8 years
And who
ago.
Mm-hmm.
And forget the ridiculously retarded Kylie Jenner challenge.
That was ridiculously retarded though. That was
Yes.
pretty funny.
Almost as ridiculously retarded as trying to correlate it with Pokemon Go, a fun game that people like to play.
Yeah.
Teen's lips bruised and swollen.
Look at this tragedy. Look at this casualty of the Kylie Lip Jenner challenge.
Yeah, a fucking retard, bruised lips. He's kind of, you know, I mean, Rihanna was doing it before it was cool.
Aw. I'm trying to think like, all around me see familiar faces.
He looks very sad. Look at his look. He looks very sad. This person just looks like a fucking psycho. Holy shit.
Fucking Illuminati bitch.
There was the dangerously dumb cinnamon challenge.
Why is it dangerous?
I don't even remember. Like, I remember back when, like how many years ago was this popular? Because I remember doing this, like, super long, like, a couple of years ago.
Like in
when
middle school.
Yeah, like, I remember I was at your
Long
house in,
time
like,
ago.
8th grade or something like that doing this. This has been around for, like, I'd say about 10 years
Yeah,
almost.
maybe it's like a new warning if you're, like, predisposed to, like, really bad asthma or something, or you
maybe.
have, like, emphysema. Don't fucking put dry cinnamon down your lungs.
Yeah, put wet cinnamon down instead.
Yeah, put on some waffles.
Yeah.
Also, something else to note about all of these trends, these goofball trends that seem to just take over right from out of nowhere.
Do they
There's
take
something
over,
else
or do people just spend 2 minutes of their day doing them and then do whatever the fuck else they were doing?
Yeah, and I mean, like, okay, so he's kind of like,
How long does it take to put cinnamon in your mouth and then fucking choke on it for, like, a couple minutes and then never do it again?
It takes, like,
sucks.
10 minutes. Like, the whole process takes, like, 10 minutes. Like,
10 minutes, and you're done with it for the rest of your meaningless life.
Yeah, and then you die. But, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, he's comparing Pokemon Go to the Cinnamon Challenge, the Kylie Jenner Lip Challenge, Plinking.
Pokemon Go doesn't make you cough and, you know...
No, I mean, but not only
want to
that,
die.
but, like, look how, like, insignificant and just dumb these are. Like, he's comparing it to these trends, and he's saying how dumb and just kind of
These
useless
minuscule
these trends
things that people do sometimes
are. Yeah,
is
I mean,
related to Pokemon Go and mind control.
yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, like, he's even kind of, like, admitting, like, this is just something that people do. It's just kind of dumb.
And people do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know, people go to Cold Stone, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
God bless them.
People go to In-N-Out, like,
People
yeah.
put fucking gummy bears in their ice cream, which, you know, sugar coma.
That shit is disgusting.
People do get hurt. So when
I
all
used
of
to
these
like it
cases,
when I was a kid.
You fucking faggot.
is
But I
there
hate it
people
now. I think
actually
it's
getting
disgusting.
hurt
If you go to Cold Stone, you're a Neanderthal.
doing these dumb challenges or following these so-called trends. And it's the same thing with
so-called?
Pokemon Go.
What?
On
Wait,
one level,
how are they so-called? What are you talking about, so-called? You just said they're trends. Now they're so-called trends. What are they?
They're
What does that even mean? They're trends.
They're
trends.
troll-called
They're not
saints.
so-called. Is he saying... What is he alluding to? They're like, you know, they're socially engineered. They're not just, like, out of the blue. Is that what he's saying? Who knows?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what he's saying.
Pokemon Go is just the newest goofball trend that seems to be not only sweeping the nation, but the planet. There's people all over the world who are playing this game.
Yeah.
It's also a huge red flag.
It's almost as if a lot of people played Pokemon in their childhood or something.
Yeah,
They've
it's
already been-
almost like Pokemon is an insanely popular series all across the globe, and we're in a digitally connected age where you can have an app, and you live in India, you can have the Pokemon Go app.
Yeah.
Oh, what an amazing concept.
Yeah.
Some
The
people
internet.
are
Yeah.
playing this game. If you look at the possible implications of the game itself, it's rather frightening. As I said earlier, this really is a subject I've covered before. A lot of other people have covered this as well. It's where we're at with technology, how technology is slowly starting to take over us.
Okay.
So he's kind of talking about the implications that people can get hurt and stuff while playing this, but
Yeah, but it's not taking over you. You yourself make the choice if you want to play the game. Me, myself, I do not play the game.
Yeah.
I'm just not interested in it. I don't care. But
Yeah.
if you want to play it, that's fine. But you are in control, not the game.
Not only do I play Pokemon Go, but I still have the GBA emulator on my iPod. I still play Fire Red every now and then. But
Some people like Pokemon.
Yeah, I like Pokemon. It's
What a crazy concept.
Yeah. But it's like, okay, what he was implying here is that, like, oh yeah, a lot of people can get, like, in trouble, or not in trouble, but a lot of people can get hurt, or they can be, like, trespassing or something like that.
Yeah, if you really like a fiend to get your next Pokemon, but that's really like a psychological issue you yourself have.
Yeah,
because most people I know will not put themselves in danger for a fucking virtual Pokemon.
And here's the thing. This is actually from the terms of service, which I actually read on, like, this guy. So I will...
Yeah. You gotta do your laugh after you say that.
Then I actually read the terms of service. And I quote, "During gameplay, please be aware of your surroundings and play safely. You agree that you use the app and play of the game is at your own risk and that your responsibility is to maintain such health, liability, hazard, personal injury, medical, life, and other insurance policies as you deem reasonably necessary for any injuries that you may incur while using the services." So it basically says, if you get hurt, that's your fucking fault. Which it is.
Yeah, that if you're an idiot and you know, fuck up, I mean, okay, it's not your fault if you get robbed, but if you go to an area that's, like, dangerous, like you live in, like, I don't know, fucking, you live in Chicago and you decide to walk around and
or
something
Detroit.
bad happens to you, or whatever shithole you wish to choose from, you cannot, it's your fault if you put your choice in it. You made that choice. Yeah. Everybody has a choice. What is this guy implying? That we're so stupid that, you know, we don't have the capability to, like, assess the situation and make a choice? Well, some people don't, but they're gonna get in danger whether or not they, like, maybe they go to a party where they shouldn't, or maybe they aren't paying attention when they're driving because they're texting. You know, whatever it is.
Like, try, like, a very
Pokemon Go didn't cause it.
Or you, like, do, like, a very, like, dangerous drug or something like cocaine. Like, that's your personal choice.
Yeah, life is all about choices, okay? You're free to make them. It sounds like this guy doesn't like that people have the option to play the game.
Yeah.
And all of these so-called challenges, or what I like to call them, New World Order trends.
Oh my god. The Cinnamon Challenge in planking was not made by the New World Order.
Yeah, if it was, then they're made of complete ineptitude if they think that, like, oh, I know how we'll get control of the majority populace. Let's make them eat a tablespoon of cinnamon and suffer for 15 minutes. That'll ruin their maybe that'll ruin their night. Maybe for 10 minutes.
And then they'll hand in their guns after that.
You know, maybe I should be head of the New World Order. Like, if I were the head of the New World Order, I'd put, like, Pokestops and, like, fucking off cliffs and shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you do it. These people suck. They're amateurs.
Yeah.
People are getting hurt. And
again, read the terms and service, dip-ass.
Pokemon Go is no different. It really does show you the merging
Yeah.
of technology and humanity. So while these people are running around in the real world, they're still focused on their phones.
Oh,
and they're playing the game.
Yeah. There's like an before.
Yeah.
Option in this game is called placing a lure, I believe, where you can essentially put your own little Pokemon creature anywhere you want in the world. Anywhere. At any time.
I'm just face palm for it.
Okay.
Alright, hold on, give me a minute.
Alright. Okay.
That's not a lure, dip ass. You don't place your Pokemon in any place in the world at any time. What a lure is when you go to a Pokestop and you place the lure there, so in hopes of these wild Pokemon come over there, so you and people around you can also catch these wild Pokemon that come to the Pokestop.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
So you got it wrong.
no,
So
it's
you
covered.
just admit that for the past 9 minutes you've been talking, that you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, and how many views does this video have?
A couple 100,000.
Okay, after this episode, I want to say farewell to the audience because I will be drinking a whole bottle of bleach after we finish.
Stay tuned for the.
I don't want to live on this fucking shithole planet anymore. If a couple 100,000 people are actually watching this shit.
No, well, we're watching this shit right now too.
I know, but we're making fun of it. How many of those people are serious? Even if 100,000 people are serious, I don't want anything to do with this fucking planet.
The like to dislike ratio is actually pretty good for this video, though. Like,
oh my god, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll be doing bleach shots.
And then people will come out and try to find it, and collect it, or fight it, or whatever they do. So just think about that. I mean, anybody out there can place one of these lures on the game at any time of day.
Here?
How about a secluded parking lot at midnight?
Hold on. What's he implying here? Well, why is he making fun of this? Like, how does he know this dude is a fucking creep or child molester? Or maybe he just got dealt a bad genetic hand in life.
Yeah, he's like 12 and he has progeria.
Yeah, you're shitting on a dude for how he looks? Fuck you. That's fucked up.
Well, I mean, but Quentin, what if this is the guy himself and he's like, I'm gonna take a really creepy picture and put it in my own video?
Well, if it is, then your looks match your brain function.
Aww. Okay,
but I'm a hypocrite, I know.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna say that.
A joke. I'm not serious. Being ugly does not equate to being a shithead.
Yeah.
I think we all know that.
Yeah. No,
it's just a joke, people. Calm your tits.
But I do have a coworker, and he said that like, okay, so where I live, it's like kind of a mix between like suburban, urban, and rural. Like, it just like the city that I live in, it's like there are some parts where it's like very rural, and other parts it's like very urban. Like there's like a lot of like buildings and stuff. But so my coworker, he said he got off because like we get off kind of late, and he came back the next day and he was like, yeah, dude, like I was driving around and then I noticed that there was a Pokestop like at this stop sign, and if you made a right, it was like this like kind of like truck stop area, but it was really late and there weren't any cars over there. He's like, so, you know, I was like, this is a bad idea, so I'm just gonna not do it, which goes back to what we were saying before.
Yeah, common sense. If you don't have it, you were destined to fail in life. You're destined to get robbed. You're destined to get fucked over. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna happen at one point or another. Pokemon Go just got you there maybe a little bit quicker.
Yeah, and you know, I was talking to somebody about this, and I think GPS games and like apps like this is kind of like I personally believe that this is probably like the future of gaming. Just because it's very interactive, you know, and people tend to like that kind of stuff.
This is turning into a weird future. I can agree with this dude on that. Like, like I was driving around just yesterday, and every fucking person I saw walking down the street on their phone, my brother was like, yeah, I walked by that guy because I picked my brother up, and he's like, yeah, they're all playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
and it was
I've never seen
every
this many
person I
weebs
saw
out in
walking
public.
outside, I was like, they were on their phone, like, walking. So everyone was playing Pokemon Go. It's fucking insane. If this is the future, then I kind of agree with this guy on that front, maybe. That, you know, it's a little bit crazy, but, I mean, it would it be any different if people were sitting in one spot playing video games? No.
Yeah, but let me just say what I was gonna say before was I was talking about this, and some guy was like, yeah, you know, there's like a couple people that died playing this game. I was like, well, you're not really gonna see this ever again, because like, yes, like as I said earlier, you know, I've played a GPS video game before on my phone like about a year or two ago, but it wasn't really perfected and it wasn't very popular, like, and I just had it for like a day and I was like, this sucks, and I got rid of it. But this is the first time you've seen a GPS game like totally catch fire, where this is like for a lot of people, this is the first time they've ever played a GPS game. And it's also, you know, got a lot of hype to it. You're not going to see this next time that there's a GPS game release that does have a lot of hype, because people are going to know what to expect. They're not going to go walk out into traffic after this. This is kind of like Darwinism. Like,
well, yeah,
all the people that are going to do stupid shit to get them killed will get them killed before the next game comes out.
And also, the more you go out, the more danger you put yourself in. You know, it's not a hunky dory world. The more you're out in it, the more chance something's gonna happen. That's just the truth.
I
You know?
know of a place where you'll never get harmed. I know of a place with magical charms. Indoors, indoors.
Yes. Pretty much. You better stay the fuck indoors if you want to stay safe.
Yeah, take
Otherwise,
it
the
away,
Masonic New World Order will get you.
Yeah.
We're somewhere out in the woods at 1 a.m. I'm just saying, these are very real possibilities, and I have no
Don't
doubt
at
we're going
1
to see
a.m.
some of this stuff
1
crop
a.m.,
up.
like, maybe you'll run into a serial killer, but serial killers have to go to sleep, too. Maybe they're, you know, they'll come get you at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a midday kind of person, you know?
It's
I'm
also
a
an
night person, so whatever.
Yeah.
incredible distraction. And that's another way I believe they use a lot of these psychological operations. In the last 8 years, we've had more mass killings and shootings than any other time in American history.
Care to comment?
I mean, yeah, where's the correlation?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's more
We can
correlation.
expound on many factors that have to do with why there's so many mass shootings. One of them possibly could be that the media basically makes them into movie stars after every mass shooting.
Mm-hmm. That's why Anderson Cooper has that thing where he won't say a name of like a mass shooter because he doesn't want to like, you know.
Yeah, sometimes they don't even show a
Entirely
picture.
Yeah, he doesn't want to, you know, like immortalize them by saying their name on television or anything like that. I mean, you can say whether that's stupid or not, but I actually think like there is a little bit of truth to that. It's like, you know, you do get immortalized when you do that, and the media has a frenzy on it whenever it happens. However, violent crime is going down in the U.S. That's according to like FBI statistics and like victim like crime research statistics as well.
Yeah, so violent crime is down. Mass shootings are up. Based on it could be many factors. Mental health is definitely one of them.
Yeah, I would agree as well. You know, because you see things like the over like you know, doctors are handing out prescriptions left and right. You know, like to people that don't necessarily need them. You know, maybe like that could be a factor as well. Like mental, mental
the ways
health is not
of
really
treatment. Definitely. If you go on some fucking antidepressant pills, they can turn into crazy pills, crazy mass murder pills.
mass murder.
But there's some truth to that. There is, because sometimes those pills can make your brain go haywire.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think Pokemon Go is making people, you know.
No,
commit mass
that's
murder.
much more of a factor than Pokemon fucking Go.
Yeah, and what he was saying, what he was saying about like the whole distraction thing, I think was kind of stupid too. It's like that's very condescending to assume that, oh yeah, you know, people aren't allowed to have more than one hobby. It's like
Does this dude watch Game of Thrones? Does he listen to music? You know, it's not all about politics or what's going on in the world. He doesn't spend all of his day doing it.
I mean, this is just like those stupid people on Tumblr. Like, whenever something happens, like, yeah, but no one's ever talking about insert, like, obscure thing that happened in, like, North Africa here.
Or,
like,
I mean, you know, okay, look, I've been one of those people before, and I stand by it for specific big things. Like, I don't know, what Hillary's actually for, what's going on in geopolitics. I think people need to pay attention to that. I think people need to pay attention to like the coming Trans-Pacific Partnership deal if they care at all about jobs or, you know, freedom or national sovereignty. Like, these are real big things that people need to focus on. And when people, like, usually the things that these people on Tumblr or wherever, you know, they say people need to focus on this. It's just happening, you know, somewhere in Pakistan. No. Focus on, like, these new and coming trade deals that will fuck all of us over. Focus on those.
Like, okay, me personally, like...
but no one is. No one's like, talking about it.
Yeah,
this should be top news.
But, I mean...
I agree with that.
You know, I don't, though. Well, I mean, I agree with what you said, but I don't agree with what this guy says, because he's kind of implying, like, oh, yeah, if you play Pokemon Go or have any kind of hobby whatsoever, like, that means that means you don't pay attention to, like, certain issues and stuff. Like, I think that's total bullshit.
Yeah, it's stupid, because how do you know that Pokemon Go players can't be informed about the TPP or, all this really important stuff that's coming through our way.
I mean, like, if you never paid attention to politics before, like, Pokemon Go isn't going to change that.
No.
Or if you do pay attention to politics, Pokemon Go isn't going to be like...
No, because before Pokemon Go was fucking Kim Kardashian. Before that, in the 70s, it was, I don't know, whatever. Every era, every place, back in the early 1800s, it was the circus, see?
Yeah.
It was like that. Or that wasn't 1800s, it's like 1920s. But, every time era had its own shit, okay?
Yeah.
Some people like mindless shit. I'm not saying Pokemon Go is mindless shit. It's an interactive game. But like Kim Kardashian is, you always got distractions. And it's all your choice and your choice only to choose if you want to indulge in them or not.
Mm-hmm.
And the people have spoken.
The only way, and I mean the only way that like Pokemon Go can actually distract you from politics if you were invested in them at any point in your life before then is if you literally played it for 24 hours straight. And even then, I don't know, because you can always be like, hold up, I'm out and about, let me pause the game, I just got a notification from CNN that says this is happening.
Okay, well, if you're getting notifications from CNN, you're already fucking up. You can't, they're not credible.
Okay, they're not credible, but like
no,
you can still...
No. You don't get notifications from CNN. They'll just keep you in the dark as well. They have their own corporate agenda. You get notifications from independent news
Okay,
sites.
but like, but I'm still saying that. Like,
I don't think CNN's credible. I don't think they're credible at all.
Okay, but if you get a thing that you get a notification that says like 3 officers were shot in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, like.
Okay, so you're on the surface.
Happened. Huh?
But they're not going to talk about the TPP. They're not going to talk about these important issues. They're not going to talk about maybe, how Hillary Clinton is like trying to amp up against Russia. But, these things they don't talk about. Mm-hmm. So that's why I don't think they're credible. You'll find out if a couple officers get shot, but so what? You'll forget about it in a week.
Maybe. I don't know, but let's
and just over the last few years, it's really picked up. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Every week there seems to be more shootings, right? More chaos. And this system, the Illuminati, if you will, they are creating this chaos. It will be order out of chaos. They want martial law. They want full control. They do want to take your guns.
Okay, like when they want to take your guns.
Okay. They're gonna take my guns from me playing Pokemon Go. I'm just outside, distracted, getting myself robbed, walking off cliffs, while they're breaking into my house, taking my guns.
Yeah.
The fuck is he saying?
Yeah.
And these are very serious issues that are happening right now. So while all these very serious issues are taking place, and there's chaos breaking out all around the world, and we're literally on the verge of World War III.
Okay, people have been saying we're literally on the verge of World War III for pretty much since the Cold War.
Well, because we have been on the verge of World War III since the Cold War.
I know, but it just seems
like
like
it's been a long stalemate.
But I know, but people like this
and
like Alex Jones and like people like that, like InfoWars readers and stuff like that, like seem like there's always like attention, globalists are evacuating big cities.
Yeah, he had a shirtless video. He's like, elite now evacuating.
Yeah, shit like that. It's like, come on, like.
And that was put out like 5 months ago or so, or
I know,
like
it's like
4
how
months
much
ago.
longer are we gonna be on like the teetering edge? It's like
the teetering edge is turning into the teetering mile.
Yeah, I know, right? Like
we have millions of people all around the world who are focused on Pokemon, running around with their phones, and they're trying to capture little virtual creatures and play games.
Oh, true.
While their entire world is falling apart around them. So that's all I have for you folks. Thank you very much for checking out the video. Take care out there, and I'll talk to you real soon.
You are so very welcome, Mr. What's this dude's name?
Scariest movie ever.
You're so welcome, scariest movie ever. The couple 100,000 people watching isn't too shabby. But I gotta question the mental state of the ones that actually like this video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean...
A beacon for schizophrenics everywhere.
Yep, so I guess we should start wrapping this up. So do you have any final notes or final summation?
Okay, here's my final note.
Okay.
Everybody has a choice. You have a choice if you want to focus your mind on vapidly stupid things like the Kardashians. Or, Or you could focus on, you could play games, you could do whatever you want, and you could focus on stupid things that have nothing to do with like important world events, and you could focus on what's going on in the world. You have that choice. You can do both.
Yeah.
This guy does it. I'm sure he has a favorite show. I'm sure he has a favorite artist that he likes to listen to, and I can tell you that they have nothing to do with current events or, politics.
Yeah. But I'm sure this guy is very political.
Yes.
Whether I agree with it.
Because most people, I would like to think most people, probably not, but a lot of people do both.
Yeah.
Like us.
Yeah. Like, I play Pokemon Go. I'm still aware that the RNC happened yesterday. Or not the RNC, the Republican the Republican National Convention happened yesterday.
Yeah, you have your things, I have mine things. Like, I watch Tim and Eric, know, and I focus on politics as well. It's all about choices.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. So, completely stupid concepts, completely... he failed to prove any correlations. He failed to prove that red and blue control your mind, like a groundbreaking concept. He just he didn't even give like a quick summary of why it does that.
No. So, final summation for me, just play Pokemon Go. It's pretty fun.
Just do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Just do whatever the fuck you want. So, today on the brunch, we found out if Pokemon Go was satanic. Is the jury in?
Yes. It is satanic. I mean,
okay.
There's a triangle of a cyborg, there's a triangle Cyclops Pikachu. If that's not satanic, I don't know what is.
Okay. So today on the brunch, we found out that Pokemon Go is indeed satanic and is mind control.
Yep. Go fuck yourselves.
Go fuck yourselves. Peace out. The brunch is now over.